Welcome to Montgomery County Master Gardeners Association. We're here to share expert advice, practical tips, and local insights to help your garden grow and thrive.
In this area have complained about flooding, all the pathways getting muddy in between the vegetable beds. Historically, this area used to be a parking lot, so there's probably a very impermeable layer very close to the surface which prevents the water draining away. Combine that with the fact that gardeners always overwater here in Texas and leave the drip hose going longer than it needs, and that water just builds up, it's got nowhere to go. So the project now is to put some French drains in here. Let me show you what we did on the garden next to it and then show you what we'll be doing on this one. We had a similar problem in this garden here. So what we've done, we installed French drain. This is the connection. We have boxes in here so we can clean out the drains if needed. There's a box here, box there, box there. We're surrounding this area with French drain, and then it drains down into the ditch along the outside of the gardens. So the intent is to do the same with this garden now. What we're going to do is tie in both sets of drains together. So we're going to start digging here and connect a French drain into the existing one. So this one will have joints coming in on three sides, this way, that way, and that way. And we're going to dig our way this way, ever so carefully, because we know there's water pipes in here and possibly wires. And hopefully we don't break any of those on the way. And then we're going to keep putting boxes every 10, 15 feet. So we've got clean out and access points, and then loop our way around the garden here so that all the extra water from the drip irrigation, we can, having put it on, we can then remove it and get it out of the way. We have done, out of interest, in here, we cover the top of the drain here with some weed fabric. That just stops all of this getting in there. So this is covered, and the French drain itself has got a sleeve on it. I'll show you a piece of that when we get to it. So the water is mainly running in along the length of the French drain, not so much through here.
Okay.
This here is just clean out, and again, we prevent anything from falling in by putting some weed fabric on top, and then people can walk over that. They don't even notice it's there. But we've got access points if we need to get in there to clean it. Okay, this is the French drain that we're going to be connecting and burying under the ground. As you can see, French drain, it's got slots in it so the water will flow into the pipe and follow its path to the lowest point. We've also got a sleeve on here which prevents sand and dirt flowing in through here and blocking the hole. So that's why we have a sleeve on. So we will dig a channel deep enough. What we'll do, we'll put a little layer of pebbles down, pond pebbles on the bottom, not pond pebbles, pea pebble on the bottom. We'll then lay this on it and then surround it in pea pebble. Again, that's an extra filter to stop this from blocking up. So the water will flow through the soil, through the pea pebbles, get filtered again by this, and then go into the pipe, and eventually flow through to junction boxes such as this, and then eventually flow all the way down to the drain that runs just behind you there. So just a quick break. We're in the middle of the French drain project here in Veggies, and you can see why we need the French drain here. We've got an absolute flood of water here, probably overwatered from the raised beds. It comes down to the ground, got nowhere to soak through to, with the car park and the hardcore being underneath here. So this is what we're trying to alleviate by pulling the French drains up to this location. So we're making good progress on this. We've already dug one channel out through here, laid our 4-inch French drain with the filter cover on it, and routed it down into the main gutter here. We will put a flapper on the end of this that will open when the water drains out and closes, just to keep critters from going up there, building a nest in and blocking the 4-inch French drain. Smile. So here's a piece that we're in progress with. We've put the 4-inch drain underneath there. We've added pea gravel around it to add an extra filter and keep everything clean, and then that comes into the box here. We will then continue that out, connect it to the other part, and then this one will go up into the gardens to create a drainage channel down into the main 4-inch drain. Weed fabric over the slots, tie it in, and then that will stop the gravel from falling in there, keep the box clean. But if we ever do need to get in, then we can do, of course.
Okay, so you're just using the pressure to keep it tucked in.
Yeah, as long as it just stays on there, it doesn't need to be tight, it's just covering all the slots now. I'll put the 2 screws back in through there. The gravel then will just sit on top of this, it can still drain in there, If we ever need to get in to clean it, we just take this off, no problem. Let's install one box ready for a drainage line going up north. We're then going to pull more of this 4-inch along here and then install another box. So I've punched a hole out here. We've got 3 connections coming into this one. Click it in, turn it. And then that's our next junction box, which will go up there. 4-inch pipe in here, drainage pipe heading north, and the 4-inch line carrying on down the length of the gardens. So we've got the next piece of trenching dug now, so we're going to put the 4-inch pipe in, connect it to this drainage box and run it all the way up to where the guys are sitting there, and add another drainage box there as the next connection point. Pulled in there, guys, the French drain.
Oh, you guys.
So where does the gravel go? Do we have gravel that's going to go in here, or just this?
Yeah, so once we've got the pipe laid down, then we'll put gravel into it. It'll surround the side of the pipe and the top inch over the pipe, give an extra layer of filtering and protection for the French drain.
Okay.
That's beautiful, guys. I appreciate this so much.
Oh, like a glove.
Okay, that, eh?
Like a glove. Well done.
We may even just leave it like that. See, we do have a...
Of course, I would love to put stories on them, get them to regrow, but I
All right, that clip just holds it on.
Yeah. I think that won't come off now.
know, baby.
And then that can go in here.
One done. Lots of digging left to do.
And then we'll just bed this one in with some gravel and then we'll start digging that way and carry on this way today. And then
So
later
the
we'll go that
green
way.
actually ends up being slightly below the surface, right?
Yes, we're going to cover this with gravel so it's easy to walk on and just keeps it no trip hazards.
Okay, so the
Nope.
fabric and the gravel.
Yes, we'll put some mesh on here just like we did with the others to stop any dirt getting in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we know where these access points are. If we should get a blockage in the French drain, we've got all these access points we can go into to clean them out.
Okay.
Okay, so we think we've got a wrap on this for the moment. We're going to see how it flows and see whether we need to put any more French drains in, but we'll just walk over the course that we've put in. This is one of the drainage points from the gardens up top here. We came all the way with the French drain along here. You can see the path. We have a catch basin here with a removable grid just in case we ever need to get in there to clean it out. And we've got that covered piece of fabric on top to stop anything falling in, and then the ladies can walk on top of it. Then comes across here, another catch basin here, and a 4-inch French drain running up there. Another catch basin here, which also ties into a secondary drainage point from one that we put in before. And then this one flows all the way up here. Another French drain goes across, ties into the other vertical that we've got going through there. And then we've just come up here and we left a French drain here just in case we need to expand it. But if you walk around here, this is the bit where all the water gathered previously and got extremely wet. And so far it looks so good. But we'll wait for a heavy downpour and just make sure everything keeps draining. And as the ladies work the area, they'll certainly let us know if we need any more drainage. If we do, we'll just connect in and do another loop higher up within the veggie garden.
All right, excellent.
But hopefully that's enough.
Thank you.